Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are looking at a story that completely redefines how we understand companionship and the deep emotional bonds between humans and animals. I want you to picture this for a second. A young blind girl sitting completely alone day after day by the side of a busy road. Her world is entirely dark, and I don't just mean visually, but emotionally too. She sits there, totally isolated, until an incredibly unique street cat enters her life and just completely rewrites her story. It's the kind of narrative that has absolutely captured hearts everywhere.
So you might be wondering, how can a stray animal completely change a human's entire world? I know, it sounds a bit like a fairy tale, right? But today, we're walking through the deeply emotional journey of two isolated souls finding each other. We're going to see exactly how trust is built without a single spoken word, and how this bond transformed a life in the most practical and honestly the most touching ways imaginable.
Section 1. The Lonely World. No friends, no support. Having absolutely no support system means every single step you take in the dark is taken entirely alone, with zero safety net. Society had essentially turned a blind eye to her existence. There she was, left walking with a stick, completely ignored by the hustle and bustle of the people rushing right past her. She was trapped in a deeply, deeply lonely reality.
Section 2. The First Touch.
One day, a stray cat comes to her and touches her hand. You know, this is such a delicate, tentative first meeting. Think about it, a stray animal, often just as marginalized by society as the girl herself, doesn't meow loudly for attention or demand food. It simply bridges this massive, seemingly insurmountable gap of human isolation by just reaching out. In a world where literally no one else acknowledges you, that single, tiny physical gesture means absolutely everything.
Section 3. Building the bond. Now, this bond didn't just happen overnight. It started with that gentle first touch, sure, but then it evolved into daily visits. The cat just kept coming back, almost as if it could sense her pain and loneliness. And this steady, predictable presence built trust gently, day by day, eventually culminating in something genuinely extraordinary. They actually started crossing the road together.
Section 4. The Miracle Moment.
First, the cat approaches. But then, the real magic happens. The cat actively takes on the role of a guide, literally guiding the girl across the road. I mean, we are not talking about a trained service dog with a specialized harness here. This is a stray street animal using pure instinct, empathy, and care to help her safely navigate the very same busy streets where she was previously ignored and vulnerable. It becomes her actual navigator in the dark.
And the transformation? It is just incredible. From sitting alone with a sad face, completely ignored by the world, to smiling and walking without fear, guided by the cat, her entire posture shifted from sorrow to absolute joy and confidence. She is fearless now, and it's solely because she has this devoted companion by her side. Section 5. Seeing with the Heart.
She understands that her light didn't come from her eyes, but from that cat. What a stunningly beautiful realization. Her vision for a happy, fulfilling, and fearless life is no longer tied to her biological ability to see. It comes directly from the companionship, the love, and the guidance of this animal. The cat literally became her eyes to the world.
Picture a warm sunset in the background, perfectly symbolizing the end of her dark days. The cat is resting safely on her shoulder, which is a position of ultimate trust and closeness. We are looking at two marginalized souls who managed to find each other and became each other's entire world. It proves that true, life-saving companionship doesn't require a single spoken word.
It really all comes down to this. Sometimes love is not seen with the eyes, but with the heart. That perfectly encapsulates everything we've looked at in this explainer today. It takes a deeply personal story about a blind girl and a street cat and elevates it into a universal truth about empathy and deep connection.
So let me leave you with this question. If an untrained, stray cat can see with its heart clearly enough to completely change an isolated person's world, how might we change our own perception? How can we be better at noticing and supporting the lonely people we might walk right past every single day? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for exploring this incredible story with me.